Hello and welcome to a brand new series. My name's Nick and today we're going to go ahead and make a main account. I got to thinking the other day, I haven't had a main account since like 2013, back when Evolution of Combat released. Since then I've dabbled in like making an account, not playing it, making another account, not playing it. Ultimately getting into Iron Man content and stuff like that more than regular main series content. But I don't know, I kind of want to play the game without any restrictions for a change, and I think pairing this along with something else might actually keep my interest in the game for a long period of time. So hopefully this is the first in a long string of a series. And if this is dated poorly, leave a comment and tell me that I need to come back. Alright, made it to RuneScape's mainland, made it through Tutorial Island, grueling as that always is. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get a couple quests done, I'm going to get my 10k, and I've actually got a money making method that I really want to try, and now that I have the Grand Exchange, I can. Alright, that's Cook's assistant done. I gave him an egg, I gave him some flour, I gave him some milk. Somehow that makes a cake. I don't know how you're doing that without sugar, but that's your secret, not mine. Alright, time to go ahead and give these balls of wool to the sheep farmer. Don't know why he doesn't just buy a spinning wheel for all the people he hires to go spin this, but that's on him. Alright, that's sheep shearer complete. 60 whole coins for that. So let's go ahead and get that 10k, get this cash stack really rolling, and then we can actually start making money for this. Alright, so I went ahead and grabbed some fish from upstairs, and I'm ready to go. Let's go get this 10k. Alright, 10k achieved. Now I just gotta pick which kind of boots I want. I'm gonna go for the colorful ones. Everybody goes for the fancy boots, right? I'm gonna steal some fish before I leave, though. I'm poor. Alright, just sold those fish. I'm looking at about 10.8k cash stack, and I'm gonna use that as fuel for a new money-making method that I've been really wanting to try out. So I got this idea off of a challenge video. Verf was actually the one doing it. Basically, you buy all the ring molds, all the amulet molds, all the necklace molds out of this store, and you sell them to the Grand Exchange, and he made like 250k an hour doing it. Made actually a little bit more than that. But I'm not quite as fast as he is. My internet's pretty laggy, so this will take me a few hours, but I'm going to see where I'm at cash-wise, going from my 11k all the way to hopefully up and above 100, 200k. Should be pretty easy to get there. Just finished buying my many hundreds of various molds from the crafting shop, so that all went really well. It took me about 3 hours, but if we check this price guide here real quick, it looks like I made about 100k an hour. Yeah, so I'm getting 307k back from this, which is definitely not bad considering I only spent 10k on this. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go ahead and get these sold and get into some skilling. So after spending all that time in the crafting shop, I think it's only fitting that we go ahead and start with crafting for our skill grinds. So I'm going to go ahead and get up to 5 with leathers, and then I'll make rings until probably around 45. I want to unlock a few money makers before I hit membership. That way I can hit the ground running once I get there. So 45 gives me access to burning amulets, which is going to be not a great money maker, but it's like 500-600k an hour, so it's decent enough that it's worth unlocking, and I'm going to try to do that for every skill going forward. There's 45 crafting coming in. Took a couple hours, but I made 50k, so I can't really complain about that. But I am going to go ahead and do some quests, break up some skill grinds, and hopefully get some starter skills going so I can grind a little bit more efficiently. Yeah, I totally cut all those imps. I definitely didn't just buy those off the Grand Exchange for like 12k. White beads are expensive right now, man. Give me a break. And that gives me 8 magic, so that's really cool. So you may not know this, but I'm a nutrition teacher by trade, and I gotta say, drinking from strange cauldrons like that, terrible for your kidneys. Do not recommend. Alright, so there's Doric's quest complete. Hardest quest in all of old school RuneScape, but I managed it and now I've got 10 mining. Welcome to Project Runway, starring Grubfoot. He doesn't really know what's going on. But hey, there's Goblin Diplomacy complete. Now to just go ahead and release this spirit. Oh my god, he's going to the water supply. Oh, crap. Alright, well the water is going to be contaminated for years, and I'm sure this is going to come back on me. Here, between you and me, I didn't do it. Not me. Oh boy, I just unlocked everybody's favorite skill. It's going to be great. I'm going to use it so much. It's going to be great. Alright, now that I got all those quests done, I'm going to go ahead and train some magic. I'm going to aim for 33 right now so that I can do telegrabs and do the whole grabbing nature rooms out of the wilderness situation. But I'm going to aim for 55 as well before I leave free to play. Alright, there's 33 magic coming in, so I'm ready to go ahead and start telegrabbing some nature runes, making some money. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep doing magic, but we'll see how long it takes before I, die in the wilderness and lose all my money. It shouldn't be too long. So for the one person in the room that doesn't know what this moneymaker is, basically you go out to the wilderness with a bunch of law runes and an air staff, and you grab these nature runes over here on this island, and each cast nets you about 200 to 500 GP depending on which stack you're grabbing. And then you hop worlds and you do it again and again and again and again until you either run out of law runes to cast the spell or you're killed by a PKer of some sort. Oh hey, here's one now. Let's see if I lose all my money. So my mic wasn't on for this, but as you can see, I was able to out-eat him pretty well. The problem is I did actually run out of food by the end, so if he had still chased me and managed to chase me down, I think he would have gotten me. But I was just able to out-eat him just long enough to log out, so I'm good to go. Let's let him cool off for a little while. I'm going to go ahead and do some mining, a skill that doesn't involve me coming close to death, at least not right now. So I'm going to aim for like 15 or something, just enough to get me started on mining iron, and yeah, then we'll probably head back out to the wilderness for at least another trip. I'd like to do this all the way to 55 if I can. Alright, so there's level 16 mining. I wanted to even out all the copper in my bank with the amount of tin in my bank, so I decided to just go ahead and make another trip and make another level. But there it is, so I'm going to finish this trip out and head into the wilderness and do another round of telegrabbing. So you know how I said I was headed straight to the wilderness? Didn't do that. I was going to go ahead and get a flip in real quick, and they're selling like hotcakes, so I'm going to probably have to stand here until I hit buy limit. But as you can see, I am making about 200 gold per adamant plate body. It's not a lot of profit, but it's a few K, and a few K at this stage in the game is not bad, so I'm just going to go for it. We're back in the wilderness doing another round of telegrabbing. Like I said, I want to try to do this till 55. It's super good money. The XP per hour is not bad, so this isn't a bad method for me to go from 33 to 55. Finally, a PKer that's just as bad at this game as I am. I was able to grab both of these things off the island before I even started running. So on that last trip, I was able to get all the way up to 39 magic, so not too bad. It's definitely a long process, definitely slow XP. So I'm going to go ahead and take a break, do some skills, and hopefully come back to it later. So I went on vacation. So I decided beforehand I was going to go ahead and just focus on mining. I didn't know how much time I was going to spend on RuneScape during family vacation. So I figured the worst comes to worst, I don't make my goal by the time I get back. But funnily enough, I did. So there's 50 mining achieved and out of the way, so that's pretty awesome. So right before vacation, I found an item to exploit, specifically white beads. They were going crazy while I was doing Imp Catcher. I bought mine for like 10k. So I went ahead and just kept buying a bunch of them, hoping that my luck would hold, and turns out it did. I made like a mil while I was just sitting on the beach on vacation, just buying and selling white beads. It was fantastic. Alright, now that I finished mining, I'm going to go ahead and focus on smithing. I'm just going to get it to 30. I don't think there's any reason to get it past that. I just need to unlock Blast Furnace on the other side of membership. Right now, steel bars are doing about 600 to 800k an hour, depending on the day. So I might as well just get to 30 and then do my smithing and Blast Furnace for that nice cash stack and better XP. And honestly, what better way to get early level smithing XP than to just do Knight's Sword? So that's 29 smithing right there from doing one quest. That's freaking awesome. And there's 30 smithing. I mean, it's like I did absolutely nothing to deserve this level. Alright, here's where the stats are sitting currently. I've only really worked on 4 skills and some quests, but I've got 2 mil sitting in the GE, and I've only really spent 22 hours online, so I'd say I've been doing pretty decently as far as free-to-play goes. But I'm going to call it here. And while I'm editing the video, I'm probably going to be working on fishing and cooking, and see if I can't get those both to 50. So I'll leave you here, but have a good one. Bye!